Hi, we are in the second video in the series for example sums on the topic of journal entries for the forfeiture and reissue of shares. So let's go to the fourth example sum. Example sum 4. The directors of a company forfeited 300 shares of rupees 10 each, issued at a premium of rupees 3 per share for the non-payment of the first call money of rupees 2 per share. The final call of rupees 2 per share has not been made. Half of the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 1,500 fully paid up. Record the journal entries for the forfeiture and the reissue of shares. We'll begin with making a few notes. Number of shares forfeited, 300 shares forfeited. The face value of the share is rupees 10 and the issue price, it's issue at premium of rupees 3, so the issue price is rupees 13. It says the final call of rupees 2 per share has not been made. So the amount which is called up is rupees 8 plus 3. What is not paid is the first call money of rupees 2 per share. So this has not been paid. And what has been paid is rupees 6 plus the premium of rupees 3. The number of shares reissued is half of the forfeited shares, which is 150 shares reissued. It's reissued at rupees 1,500 fully paid up. So the reissue price per share is the total of 1,500 divided by the number of shares reissued, 150, which is equal to rupees 10 per share. Fully paid up, it says, so the amount to be credited as paid up is also rupees 10. So it's reissue of shares at par. In the books of journal, we have date / serial number, particulars, LF number, debit rupees, and credit rupees. The first entry is for the forfeiture of the 300 shares. Share capital account debit. The number of shares forfeited is 300 shares multiplied by the amount called up per share excluding the premium, which is rupees 8, comes up to 2,400 rupees. The premium has been received, so we will not debit securities premium reserve. To forfeited shares account, the amount received on the shares forfeited excluding any premium, that's 300 shares multiplied by rupees 6 per share, 1,800 rupees, and 2 share first call account. The amount which is due on the first call but not received, 300 shares multiplied by rupees 2 per share, comes up to 600 rupees. The total of the debit is equal to the total of the credit. So we have 300 shares forfeited for the non-payment of first call money. The second entry is to reissue the shares. Bank account debit. 150 shares reissued, and we arrived at the reissue price as rupees 10. So it's 1500 rupees. It's reissue at par. So to share capital account. $150 shares multiplied by the amount to be credited as paid up rupees 10, 1500 rupees. Narration: 150 shares reissued at rupees 10 per share. The last journal entry: forfeited shares account debit to capital reserve account. For the gain on the reissue of forfeited shares, transferred to capital reserve account. Let's prepare working notes. For ascertainment of gain on reissue of forfeited shares, we need to get the amount which is received from the defaulting shareholder on 150 shares reissued minus the discount on reissue the amount which is received is 150 shares multiplied by rupees 6 excluding the premium minus the shares have been reissued at par, so the discount on reissue is 0, comes up to rupees 900. So the gain to be transferred to capital reserve is rupees 900. I'll remove the split if we can view the full answer. These are the journal entries. Followed by the working notes. Example sum 5. Virendra Limited forfeited 20 shares of rupees 100 each, rupees 60 called up, issued at par to Mukesh, on which he had paid rupees 20 per share. Out of these, 15 shares were reissued to Sanjeev as rupees 60 paid up for rupees 45 per share. We are asked to pass the journal entries for the forfeiture and the reissue of shares. We'll begin with preparing a few notes. 20 shares are forfeited. The face value rupees 100. It's issued at par, therefore the issue price is also rupees 100. The amount which is called up is rupees 60 per share. Mukesh has paid rupees 20 per share. So the amount which is paid is 20. So which means the amount which is not paid, balancing figure, is 40 rupees. 15 shares are reissued. The reissue price is rupees 45, and the amount to be credited as paid up, as per the problem, it's given rupees 60 paid up, so that's rupees 60. It's reissue of shares at discount. So we'll go ahead with the solution. In the books of Virendra Limited, journal, date / serial number, particulars, LF number, debit rupees and credit rupees. The first journal entry is for forfeiting the 20 shares. Share capital account debit. Number of shares forfeited is 20 shares multiplied by the amount which is called up per share, rupees 60, comes up to 1200 rupees. 2. Forfeited shares account. The amount received is 20 shares multiplied by rupees 20 per share, 400 rupees. Now we know that the amount which is not paid is rupees 40, but we did not know which installment it pertains to, whether the allotment or the call. So we will write it as 2 calls in arrears. Account 20 shares multiplied by rupees 40 per share, 800 rupees. The total of the debit is equal to the total of the credit. So we have 20 shares forfeited for non-payment of rupees 40 called up. The second entry is to reissue the 15 shares. Bank account debit, 15 shares reissued at rupees 45 per share. Totals to 675 rupees. Forfeited shares account, debit, discount on the reissue, 15 shares multiplied by the difference between the paid up amount of rupees 60 and the reissue price of rupees 45, comes up to rupees 15 per share, 225 rupees. 2. Share capital account, 15 shares multiplied by the amount to be credited as paid up, rupees 60, totals to 900 rupees. Narration, 15 shares reissued at rupees 45 per share. The third entry, forfeited shares account, debit to capital reserve account. For the gain on the reissue of shares transferred to capital reserve account. Let's do the working notes for ascertaining the gain on the reissue of shares. We need to get the amount received from the defaulting shareholder on 15 shares which are reissued minus the discount on reissue on 15 shares we've received rupees 20 per share, and the discount on reissue, the amount debited against forfeited shares account in the reissue entry, that is the amount of the discount on reissue, which in this case is 225 rupees. So minus 225 rupees. So it's 300 minus 225, or in other words, rupees 75. So the gain to be transferred to capital reserve account is 75 rupees. I'll remove the split if you can view the answer. These are the journal entries. And the working notes. Example sum 6. A share of rupees 100 issued at a premium of rupees 10, on which rupees 80 including premium was called and rupees 60 including premium was paid, has been forfeited. This share was afterwards reissued as fully paid for rupees 70. Give journal entries to record the above. Notes. One share has been forfeited. Face value rupees 100. Issue price, issues at premium, and premium amount rupees 10, therefore the issue price is 110. Amount called up is rupees 80 including the premium, so rupees 70 plus 10 called up, and rupees 60 including premium was paid, so the amount paid is 50 plus 10, therefore the amount which is not paid, balancing figure 20 rupees. The one share has been reissued. The reissue price is equal to rupees 70, and the amount to be credited as paid up, it says reissued as fully paid up, so that's rupees 100. Journal. Date / serial number. Particulars. LF, debit rupees and credit rupees. The first entry is for the forfeiture of the share. Share capital account debit. One share multiplied by rupees 70 called up excluding the premium, 70 rupees. The share has been issued at premium, but the premium has been received, so we will not debit the securities premium reserve account. 2. Forfeited shares account. 1 share multiplied by the amount received excluding the premium, which is rupees 50, and 2 calls in arrears. We don't know which installment the rupees 20 belongs to, so we'll denote it as calls in arrears. 1 share multiplied by the amount not paid, rupees 20 per share. Narration: 1 share forfeited for the non-payment of rupees 20 called up. The second entry is for the reissue of the share. The reissue price is 70 against the paid up amount of rupees 100. It's reissue at discount. Bank account debit. 1 share reissued at rupees 70 per share. Forfeited shares account debit. One share multiplied by the reissue discount. The difference between 100 rupees and 70 rupees, which is rupees 30. 2 share capital account. ₹100. 1 share reissued at rupees 70 per share. The third entry, forfeited shares account. Debit to capital reserve account. Gain on the reissue of share. Forfeited. Transferred to capital reserve account. Amount is the amount received on the 1 share which has been reissued, which is rupees 50, minus the discount on reissue. That's the amount which is debited to the forfeited shares account in the reissue entry, rupees 30. Comes up to 20 rupees. So these are the journal entries. Example sum 7. JCV Limited forfeited 200 shares of rupees 10 each, issued as a premium of rupees 2 per share for the non-payment of allotment money of rupees 3 per share including premium. The first and final call of rupees 4 per share has not yet been made. 50% of the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 8 per share as fully paid up. Pass the necessary journal entries for the forfeiture and the reissue of shares. So we have 200 shares forfeited. Face value rupees 10. Issue price issued at a premium of rupees 2 per share, so it's rupees 12. The amount which is called up is the first and the final call of 4 per share has not yet been made. So 6 plus 2 has been called up. And what is not paid is the allotment money. It's rupees 3 per share, including the premium. So it's 1 plus 2, which has not been paid. So the amount which is paid is the application, which is the balancing figure, which is 5 rupees. It says 50% of the forfeited shares were reissued. So 100 shares are reissued. The reissue price is rupees 8 per share, and it's reissued as fully paid up. So the amount to be credited as paid up is rupees 10. So we'll go ahead with the journal entries in the books of GSCV Limited journal. We have date / serial number, particulars, LF number, debit rupees, and credit rupees. The first entry is for the forfeiture of 200 shares. Share capital account debit. The number of shares forfeited, 200 shares, multiplied by the amount which is called up excluding the premium, which is rupees 6. So the total is 1200 rupees. We'll debit securities premium reserve because we did not receive the premium. Securities premium reserve account debit with the amount of premium not received, with this 200 shares multiplied by rupees 2 per share, comes up to 400 rupees. 2. Forfeited shares account. The amount received on the shares forfeited, which is 200 shares multiplied by rupees 5 per share, 1000 rupees. And 2. Share allotment account. The amount due but not received on allotment, including premium if any, which is 200 shares multiplied by rupees 3 per share, 600 rupees. The total of the debit is equal to the total of the credit. So we have 200 shares forfeited for non-payment of allotment money. Let's move on to the reissue entry. Bank account debit. 100 shares reissued, and the reissue price is rupees 8 per share. So total amount 800. The reissue price is rupees 8 compared to the paid up of rupees 10. So it's reissue at discount. We'll debit forfeited shares account with the amount of discount on reissue, which is 100 shares multiplied by rupees 2 per share, 200 rupees. 2. Share capital account. 100 shares multiplied by the amount which is paid up per share, 1000. 100 shares reissued at rupees 8 per share. The third entry, forfeited shares account debit to capital reserve account. For the gain on the reissue of forfeited shares transferred to capital reserve account. I'll remove the split. Let's do the working notes. For calculation of gain on the reissue of forfeited shares, amount received from defaulting shareholder on 100 shares reissued minus the discount on reissue. The amount which is received on the 100 shares, as we've already arrived, is the application money of rupees 5. This was what we received. So it's 100 shares multiplied by rupees 5 minus the discount on reissue is the amount against forfeited shares account in the reissue entry, which is 200 rupees. The final amount is rupees 300. So that's a gain on reissue to be transferred to capital reserve. So these are the journal entries.